Hi friends. Well, today I am going to show you how I'm going to create this DIY cinnamon broom. And for me, cinnamon brooms are very sentimental. All of the women in my family, they used to create these, and to me that is how I know when it's a fall has arrived. When you smell that beautiful cinnamon aroma in the air. So this is a really easy DIY. The only thing you need is your cinnamon broom where you can get at your local grocery store. You need some picks and you're going to need some burlap ribbon. So for my DIY, what I'm going to do, I have my burlap ribbon and it's the kind that does not have any wiring, and I'm just going to fold it back and forth just like you would if you were folding like an accordion fold. Now, I think this was probably the entire roll of the ribbon. I'm recycling this ribbon here, and as you see, it's all folded. So now I have my jute rope, and this burlap ribbon, the weaves are pretty thick. So if you had a really thick needle that had a wide eye, you could just thread it and pull it through. But for me, what I'm doing, I'm moving over some of the fibers in the burlap to stick, create a hole and stick um, the thread through. And this is very, very easy, and you just make sure that you keep your folds together and you continue threading it going in the back and forth motion. Now you see you have sort of like some ruffles here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on top on the handle of the broom, and you're just going to place it and lay it down and however you want your ruffles to fold. And so that is what I'm doing here. The top part, I have my jute, and I'm just going to wrap it around the neck of this broom, and you just wrap it around and around until you get to a place where the entire top part is folded and is holding down the ribbon. And then we're going to use our glue gun, of course, to stabilize the jute so that it will not unravel. Now, as you see, I'm just playing with my ruffles here because I want them to fall a certain way, and I also need it to be long enough so that once I stick my picks in, that you can't see the stems of the pick. Now, once again, this is another DIY where I am using picks that are already decorated. I told you how I like to cheat that way sometimes, and it's easy, and sometimes it's less expensive to purchase picks that have already been adorned with all the other decorations that you like. So I am just really measuring to make sure that wherever I stick my picks that it lays the way that I want it to lay, because I want all of the beautiful berries and pine cones and the pumpkins to show, and I want it to lay flat, but I also want you to see the first layer that I laid down with the sort of kind of like hay stalks and whatever, as well as I want you to be able to see the broom portion of this. So I'm just going to straighten all of the feathers and the berries out, and then I will glue them down. Now the great thing about this is, one, that you're using um, the glue sticks, and so if you don't like something you can always reposition it, and two, you can use this broom year after year. You don't necessarily have to buy a new cinnamon broom. I do. This was one that I had previously, but I'm going to buy another one to put in another area of my house simply because I love the way they smell, and to me they represent fall. Now, once we've glued all the picks down, the bottom part of the ruffles that we created, that is what we're going to use to cover the stems of the picks, and we're also going to give that is also going to serve as extra support for the picks that we have in the broom. So we're going to just wrap the jute or the burlap string around this handle at the bottom portion, holding it tight because it still may be a little bit loose, but we're just going to wrap it around until the picks are secure. So now I have all of my picks secure or wrapped it around, and I am securing the rope or the jute with the glue gun. Here's my completed cinnamon broom. And guys, I am loving it. I placed this broom in my kitchen area on my pantry door, and I love all the colors that I am using this year. You will see a little bit of a change in some of the colors that I'm using this year, and some of you may be surprised. So I wonder from you, are there traditions that you grew up with that you currently do to bring in the fall seasons, like this cinnamon broom? This is something like my mom and my aunts have done ever since I was a little girl, and I currently do it and have done it ever since I began to have my own home. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am enjoying bringing you these great DIYs. If you love it, please give me a thumbs up. Share with me your traditions in the comment box below. And as always, guys, the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.